I think your work is absolutely stunning, and wearing your garments really gives me an amazing feeling. And it's so good to know that there's such beautiful minds out there that want to create crazy stuff like that. And I think you can really see, or I can really see, how much love you work with when you create those garments. And I think that's really the difference of something just being made or something being made with love. And I think it's just absolutely amazing. I felt so comfortable wearing your stuff, and I would love to wear them again. I think blooming in the dark is a really good thing, because if you don't feel like being seen, you don't have to. You can hide in the dark and just be on your own for a while, which can be really good from time to time. But also, if you want to be seen and if you want people to see who you are, you can glow and you can make them see you, and you can create your own shine. So yeah, I think blooming in the dark is really amazing. I'm completely sure that flowers can grow in dustbins. Flowers can basically grow everywhere in places you would never expect them to come from. But I think if you just want to grow and want to bloom and reach the sunlight, you can make it no matter where you come from. Clothes mean basically everything to me, because they give me the chance to create myself every day, like however I feel, just create a new me every day and express myself, express things that I couldn't express with words, that I just have to show and have to wear. I think style and clothes is something insanely personal, but I am really happy to get the chance to express myself through clothes and my style. To be honest, I don't know which garment would describe me best, because I guess that changes all the time. But if I had to pick one garment that I could wear for the rest of my life, I guess it would be oversized shirts, because they're insanely comfortable and they can look really cool if you just style them right with the right accessories or do some crazy stuff with it. So I guess that would be the one I would choose. I think that sustainable fashion is the future, simply because there's so many amazing things out there that you can reuse and create new crazy stuff out of without, damaging the planet even more. I simply think that this is one of the best ways to create something new, because you can make everything your own, even if it used to be something else.
Am I afraid to bloom in the dark? I would say for a long time I was afraid. I was afraid of stepping out and challenging myself, and scared really of just being me and accepting me for who I actually was. Um, and that all really changed when Erin approached me with the offer of doing one of these catwalk things, and yeah, it's really changed my life and my perspective on things. I've never felt more. I can honestly say I've never felt more comfortable in my own skin, and it's finally exciting to be, facing each day and wondering what's going to come next. And I'd say I am excited to bloom in the dark now, which is, yeah, it's quite a nice thing to say. How do Erin's clothes make me feel? Quite honestly, Erin's clothes are unlike anything I've ever seen before. Um, the key for me, I think, is that I get so much liberation from wearing them. Um, I've done 4 walks for Erin now, luckily, and that's given me the opportunity to wear 4 different outfits, which is really cool because there's been such a wide variety of costumes, and these outfits, they are so exhilarating, they're so freeing, and it just feels really awesome to be in them, and you know that everyone's kind of looking at you, so it's pretty awesome, to be honest. So why is sustainable fashion the future? Well, it's easy to see that climate's kind of screwing us all over at the moment. This year in particular, it's been a bit of a nightmare. And this climate change is largely down to, or a large part of it, I should say, is down to the amount of waste products being pumped into the oceans and so needlessly and destructively disposed of in various shapes and forms, be it fossil fuels or whatever, or just dumping plastics into landfill sites or the ocean or whatever. It's horrible. So sustainable fashion is more relevant than ever because it's a front where we get to actually stand with the planet rather than against it. It's something we should all get on board with. What do clothes mean to me? Honestly, clothes weren't that big a part of my life until quite recently, relatively speaking. I didn't really care about my appearance, and it wasn't a big part of my life. Like I said, up until recently they've taken on a whole new meaning for me. I feel like they are an extension of me, and I like to think of them as like a vessel that you can go into each day with. What garment best describes me? I'd like to think of myself as optimistic, a bit of a showman, approachable, trustworthy. I'm creative, I'm empathetic. I reckon a kimono. Do flowers grow in dustbins? I like to think of myself as a, glass half full kind of guy, so yeah, I'd like to imagine if I was walking down the street and I saw a dustbin, I'd be like, yeah, flowers.
What do clothes mean to me? Well, I choose clothes which are colourful, lots of patterns, bright, standing out, because I guess that's kind of how I see myself. I feel like you can find your tribe when you find your people, when you dress how you want to dress, and you'll notice other people wearing the same as you or similar sort of style, and you'll just instantly get along. And yeah, it's kind of, you can create your own character each day. Each day is a new sort of excuse to dress up and have it as a little fancy dress, so yeah, it's pretty exciting. Erin's clothes make me feel, well, they're colourful, they're striking, and they're sustainable. They're made of recycled materials, and that's really important in this day and age. So yeah, it really means a lot to me to be sort of the face of it as well. It's quite liberating, and you feel godlike and you feel powerful when you're wearing them. They're so flowy and yeah. Am I afraid to bloom in the dark? Well, I feel like my best artwork and music has been created when I've been in the worst place or the darkest place. And I feel like it's also when you're in that place, you really need to look inward and sort of heal from inside and be in your own place. So maybe that would be sort of a dark area, and then you can bloom by yourself and then go out to the world and show everyone. Why is sustainable fashion the future? Well, climate change is a pretty big issue at the moment, as we've all seen on the news. So much water is used per item of clothing, and we're using a lot of more water than we need to. There's a lot of wastage, and clothes are being thrown away when we've got so many clothes in the world already. We can start using slow fashion as a way to fight this and go to charity shops, shop on eBay, swap clothes with each other, and reuse, recycle, like DIY your own clothes to make something new. And yeah, the planet will thank us. Flowers grow in dustbins. Flowers can grow anywhere as long as they've got water, oxygen and light. And that's pretty much the same as humans, and you can get some pretty awesome people in the pretty shitty places. So what garment best describes me? I'd say a patchwork jacket, because it's in constant evolution. You're adding more layers all the time. and it's one of a kind.
Why is sustainable fashion the future? I would say, as we see in a lot of collections the following years, most of the brands go more to sustainable fashion. What I really like, because I love vintage clothes anyways, like since I can imagine, I bought like so many vintage stuff, and the feeling that it was not new produced and not like gave waste to the environment and everything makes me feel better wearing it. So I think sustainable fashion is so fucking important for the future. Sorry. So important for the future. And yeah, the more people use sustainable materials and everything, the better I think the industry will be. Yes. Next question. What do clothes mean to you? A lot. As I recognized when I was younger that your styling and the things you wear makes so much, like, yeah, it's like a message kind of, or like gives so much energy to yourself, feeling better, and then like people get to know you a little bit out of your looking and everything. So I think for me clothes means a lot. Yeah. Next one. What garment best describes you? I would say denim. Denim is like, yeah, I love denim. Denim is like hard material, like you can color it in different ways, you can bleach it, you can do everything out of denim. So I think this is the best material, what describes me perfectly, because you can show it in so many different ways, and that's what I'm especially, or like I am as well, that I'm every time different. So denim is actually what I am. Yeah. How does the clothes may feel to how did I felt with the collection on when I was on the runway as well? Super nice. As the designer, it shows so good that like every little like spirit which is in Erin is also in the clothes, and that's what I really like. So I feel super comfortable in the clothes, and the styling is really unique, and the style is really unique. So I feel really comfortable and really good in it, and also the coat I was wearing, like the silver one, which is out of like the pineapple thing, and the idea is so crazy that you must feel good in it. Of course, it's sustainable. Are you afraid to bloom in the dark? No. Yeah, I think every person has a dark side inside everyone. So I'm not afraid to bloom in the dark, as much as you stay true to yourself and keep the light in you. There's no afraidness, I guess. And the last question: do flowers grow in dustbins? Definitely. This is also the positive mind I want to give to everyone. Of course, flowers will grow in the dustbins, out of dust and everything. There's new life, newborn thing. So yeah, of course. That's it. Bye bye.
Share